In recent years, the evolution of human thought has led to a common condition: hyperanalysis. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with information and stimuli, we tend to overthink, often generating non-existent problems and unnecessary worries. This excess of thought translates into unhappiness, and many do not realize that much of their suffering is caused by negative and destructive mental activity. Awareness, or mindfulness, represents a fundamental first step towards a more serene life. It involves recognizing the inner voice that constantly comments on our existence, an internal dialogue that can take different forms. Some speak to themselves using the first person, I, while others address their mind in the second person, you, creating an internal dialogue that can become frustrating. Often we find ourselves rethinking past situations, ruminating on what we could have said or done differently. This cycle of thoughts can become overwhelming, leading us into a spiral of anxiety and worry, especially at night, when silence amplifies our fears. A crucial aspect to understand is that the body cannot distinguish between a real threat and a fear generated by the mind. When we nurture thoughts of fear, our body reacts as if we are truly in danger, generating emotions such as anxiety and agitation. These emotional states are not only unpleasant but, if experienced for a long period, can compromise our physical health, reducing our ability to fight diseases. Even traditional medicine is beginning to recognize the importance of the connection between mind and body, accepting that our mental state profoundly influences our physical well-being. Mindfulness primarily consists of recognizing that there is a voice in our head that constantly comments on what surrounds us. For many people, this internal dialogue tends to be more negative than positive. It is interesting to note how positive events tend to receive less attention than negative ones, which can occupy our minds for hours, days, or even years. When something unpleasant happens, it is easy to get lost in a vortex of self-feeding thoughts, while happy moments often quickly fade from our minds. A key factor to consider is that our predominant mental state has a direct impact on the people we choose to associate with and the events we attract into our lives. If we find ourselves in a negative mental state for an extended period, we are likely to attract situations and people that reflect that negativity. However, it is possible to break this cycle. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and recognize those that recur, leading us to a deeper understanding of ourselves. True transformation occurs when we begin to perceive our internal dialogue with some distance. Recognizing that thoughts are just thoughts and do not necessarily have to define our reality is an important step towards personal freedom. Meditation and the practice of mindfulness can help us develop this awareness, allowing us to live in the present moment and reduce the impact of negative thinking. If the words have resonated within you, join our community by leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Share this experience with others so that they can benefit from these positive vibes. Thank you for joining this journey with me.